Hello, guys. Good evening.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Teacher. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. We are going to wait just 1 more minute for the rest of the students to connect to our class, okay? All right, let's start checking the attendance. Vamos a iniciar y al final de la sesión les daré las indicaciones nuevamente sobre la sesión de mañana, que no la tendremos y la recuperaremos el lunes 20 de marzo, ¿ok? Pero entonces, por ahora, como no están todos los estudiantes, entonces al final de la clase les haré también el recordatorio, ¿ok? Okay, let's start checking the attendance for today. Gerson Arismendi.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, thank you. Einer Baez.
I'm here, teacher.
Thank you. Jean-Claude Barrera.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Yesid Calderón.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Natalia Camargo.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. William Castrillón. William.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. Marianne Chain.
Hi, teacher. Present.
Hello. Andrés Camilo Correa.
Hi, teacher. Present.
Hello. Andrés Corredor. Andrés Corredor. Not here yet. Silvia Natalia Cuellar.
Present, teacher.
Okay, good. Johan Duque.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Elkin Fernández.
Hi, my dear teacher. Present.
Hello. Julián Figueroa.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Ned Fontecha.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Carlos Galán.
Present, teacher.
All right. Mabel Gamboa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Cindy Garcia.
Present, teacher.
Okay, very good. Jose Alejandro Gomez. Okay, Jose, thank you. Juliet Gomez.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
I think you called me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Okay.
was out of the room. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Juliet Gomez. Juliet not here. Lisette Tarazona. Lisette. Not here yet. And Brian Vargas. Brian. Not here yet. All right. Okay, guys. So before we start with our class, I want to show you here on the folder that we have, en la carpeta que tenemos, que creamos, en las diapositivas que hicimos unas clases atrás, donde ustedes escribieron un correo electrónico, un mensaje, ya pueden encontrar todas los comentarios y correcciones a esta actividad, ¿ok? Si no los ven de inmediato, entonces dan clic en Comments y ahí los pueden ver en cada uno de sus correos, de sus mensajes, ¿ok? Les voy a volver a enviar el enlace para que quien lo quiera revisar. Very good. All right, so that was our first piece of information for today. Now we are going to begin with our class, and first we're going to check the agenda. The first activity or warm-up activity is going to be a review of the past participle form of verbs, just to remember all of the verbs in the past participle form. Then we're going to start some vocabulary of Unit 2, which is related to childhood and upbringing. A little discussion, then the grammatical topic of Unit 2, which is used to and would, to talk about the past, a video, a Kahoot, and finally, some practice and writing. So hopefully we will have enough time to complete all the activities today. So let's start immediately. The first activity is very easy, and it's just to review the verbs in the past participle forms, because I know this can be difficult sometimes, especially with irregular verbs, to remember all the forms. So we have present, past, and then past participle. So I want you to check the activity and review the past participle form of these verbs. All right, so let's take a couple of minutes. And once you finish, please let me know what are your results. Okay, this is the link again. All right, let me know how many did you get. 30 out of 30. Good, perfect. We are going to give some extra minutes to the rest of the students. All right, I see some of you already finished. So let's check the answers quickly. Let's see. All right, here we go. We have, but I cannot see the verbs. Okay. Yes, let me send the link one more time. All right, very good. So that was our short review for the verbs, the past participle verbs. Now we are going to start with our activity, our topic for today. So today we will begin on pages 20 and 21 from the book, pages 20 and 21. So the first part is a listening activity related to the vocabulary of childhood and upbringing, all right? So before we start, I want to ask you a question. I'm going to send you the link so you can answer. So the question is, or the prompt is, tell us about one rule that you had at home growing up. So when you were a child at home with your parents, can you tell us about one rule that you had? For example, to go to bed at a certain time, or to eat all your food, or to not go to play outside with your friends after a certain time. You know, any rule that you had while you were little in your house with your mom or with your dad, you can share on the question, all right? And please include your name on the answer, all right? Una regla que hayan tenido ustedes creciendo, ¿no? Mientras estaban pequeños. All right, can you enter the link? I don't see any answers. Are you able to join the link? Oh, okay, good. I see some answers already. Okay, good. Thank you, Keiner and Jeanette. The rule was that I could not come home after 10 p.m. and the consequence is that I could not go out again. Okay? If you were visiting another house, I have to eat everything, even if you don't like it. Interesting. I had a rule that I had to brush my teeth every day after every meal and before go to bed. All right? I couldn't go out during the week. So you mean during the weekdays, like Monday to Friday?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. When I was a child, I had the rule that the dog won't get on the bed. Who is this? You didn't put your name.
Me, teacher, you see.
Oh, yes, it. This is very bad for me because I love to sleep with my dog. So this wouldn't apply to me. It would be terrible.
Me too,
Um,
but my
yes,
father don't like
I understand.
that.
Yes, but you did like it.
Yes, for me,
Mhm.
yes. I like, I
Okay.
love my dog.
Yes, okay, very good. Then Cindy says I had to sleep at 8 p.m. because you had to wake up early. Gerson says to wash your school uniform every day. Wow. Oh, how did you feel? I think you hated, right? You hated this. This
Yes,
is
teacher.
very
I
strict.
hate
Yes, you hated it.
because my teacher was white
Mm-hmm. So you had to be
and
very
I
clean. Yes. Natalia says don't eat anything without permission. My grandmother said that we could not play more than 2 hours a day. Who is this? The grandmother said it could not play more than 2 hours a day. This is Elkin. The rule is that I could not arrive at house after 10 p.m. At 10, the door is locked. Oh, wow. What happens if you arrive after 10? You sleep outside.
Live outside, yes.
Oof.
But it's a past rule
Mm-hmm. Is a
because yes, when I was 17,
okay. I understand. When you were 17. This is Jean-Claude. The rule is when I was children that I should finish my homework first if I wanted to play football. Okay. This is a good rule. I could arrive home late at night and I had to get up before 8 a.m. And Andres Corredor, every Saturday you had to get up early to water the plants and buy fresh bread. Okay, some interesting rules. Mabeli, I don't answer the door when I'm home alone. Oh, this is important. Yes, it can be dangerous for a kid, especially a little kid, to answer the door while they are alone. All right, thank you guys for sharing this interesting information with the class. Very good. So this is related to the topic that we are going to listen to today. So we now can go to the book. We are going to read about Misan and Emily and Raphael. We will hear them describe their upbringing. Do you know what is upbringing? Do you know what this is?
No, teacher.
No,
Eh,
teacher.
we say in Spanish, crianza, right? Mi crianza, my upbringing was very strict, was very relaxed. Okay, this is upbringing. And then we answer the question, what topics do you think they will mention in the audio? Okay, so let's read about the information for them. Please, Julian, can you read the information here on the box?
Rafael Martin, who is half Spanish and half British, grew up and went to a school in the same part of London as Mason Emily Kim, 28, whose family is Korean. However, their upbringings
Upbringings?
Were very different.
We're very different, right? So we have one person, Rafael Martin, 27 years old. He's what? Half Spanish and half British. He grew up and went to school in the same part of London that Mason or Emily Kim. She's 28, whose family is Korean. However, their upbringings were very different. Of course, because they are from very different cultures. The upbringing at their home with the rules is very different from one another. All right. So let's see. We are going to listen to Emily and Rafael, and we're going to answer the questions. Okay. Which things below were? A, things that the parents permitted. B, things that they didn't permit. And C, things that they insisted on. So in front of everything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are going to write A, B, or C. Which things are the parents permitted, lo que sí permitían sus padres, things that they didn't permit, cosas que no permitían sus padres, and things that they insisted on. Entonces, ¿en qué cosas, actividades les insistían? They insisted on. Okay, let's read the activities before we listen. Let's start with Natalia Camargo. Can you read the activities for Rafael?
Okay, teacher. 1, going to bed on time. 2, being mean being mean to his sister. 3, playing in the street with his friends. 4, hanging out in town with his friends. 5, staying out late at the weekend.
Staying out late at the weekend. So going to bed on time, being mean to his sister. Do you know what is mean?
Como, no sé, como malo, como rudo, así.
Yes, ser malo o muy travieso. Mean to his sister. Playing in the street with friends, hanging out in town with friends, and staying out late, quedarse hasta tarde el fin de semana. Okay, now let's read it for Mason or Emily. Mabel, can you read the activities for her?
Playing at friend's house. 2, going for sleepovers. 3, going out in the evenings. 4, playing the piano. 5, getting A's in schoolwork.
Getting A's in schoolwork. Playing at friends' houses. Going for a sleepover. So you know what is a sleepover?
No, teacher.
In Spanish, we say pijamada, right? To go to a friend's house and sleep there, maybe eat, watch a movie. All of this is a sleepover, all right? Going out in the evening, playing the piano, and getting A's in schoolwork. So remember to grade the homework or the evaluations. Teachers use letters maybe in America, the United States, in the United Kingdom. They use the letters, right? So A, then is B, C, D, and thinking F. I'm not sure. Okay, so A is like you get a 5. It has to be perfect. Okay, So they insist getting A in schoolwork. This is the meaning. Now we are going to listen and write A, B, or C for each activity.
Unit 2, recording 5.
Can you hear? Can you listen well?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Basically, my upbringing was fairly easygoing, I guess. I mean, my parents used to have rules. We had to do our homework and we had to go to bed at a certain time. And we would get into trouble if we were rude, or if me and my sister were mean to each other. They used to punish us sometimes if we did something really naughty. They would stop our pocket money or send us to bed early. But I don't remember a lot of punishments.
My parents were very strict. They didn't believe in giving us freedom and allowing us to choose things for ourselves. We didn't used to go to friends' houses to play after school, and they didn't allow sleepovers because we had to study. Even when I was 18, I couldn't go out in the evenings with my friends because of exams.
We had quite a lot of freedom. I mean, generally, if we wanted to do things, we could. After school, we used to play in the street with our friends. Football or skateboarding or something. Or we'd go inside and play games on the computer. When I was about 11, I used to love going into town with my friends and hanging out. I thought I was really cool, and my parents were fine with that. We had a few fights about things when I was a teenager. I got my ear pierced without telling them when I was about 15, and my mum didn't like that. There were one or two things like that, but generally it was cool. I could go out with my friends when I wanted to, and they didn't mind if I stayed out late.
We didn't choose which activities we did. My parents decided. My mum decided that my brother and I should both learn the piano, so that's what we did. We used to practice for 2 hours every day after school, and more at the weekend. Occasionally I argued with my mum about piano practice, and then my dad would really tell me off, and I used to feel very ashamed. In Korean culture, you should always show respect to your parents.
Schoolwork was quite important to my mum and dad. They would get angry if we got into trouble at school. But they also encouraged us a lot, and they didn't often criticise us. Mum always used to say, "Just do your best. That's all you can do."
My parents were especially strict about schoolwork. They expected us to get A's in every exam and every piece of work. I remember once my brother didn't get a very good mark in a test, and my dad got really, really angry. My mum bought some books, and he had to do hours and hours of extra homework until he improved. They did praise us, but you had to be really excellent at something before they praised you. You really had to work to get their praise. It sounds a bit hard, but we accepted it, because the other Korean parents we knew were the same with their kids, so it was normal for us. I'm not sure if I will bring my children up the same way, but I think, actually, my parents have given me a lot of confidence in myself. I know that if I work really hard, I can do anything, and I think that's a very good lesson in life.
All right, guys, so we need to hear one more time, to listen one more time.
Yes, please.
All right, let's pay attention again to answer the activity.
Unit 2, recording 5. Basically, my upbringing was fairly easygoing, I guess. I mean, my parents used to have rules. We had to do our homework and we had to go to bed at a certain time. And we would get into trouble if we were rude, or if me and my sister were mean to each other. They used to punish us sometimes if we did something really naughty. They would stop our pocket money or send us to bed early. But I don't remember a lot of punishments.
My parents were very strict. They didn't believe in giving us freedom and allowing us to choose things for ourselves. We didn't used to go to friends' houses to play after school, and they didn't allow sleepovers because we had to study. Even when I was 18, I couldn't go out in the evenings with my friends because of exams.
We had quite a lot of freedom. I mean, generally, if we wanted to do things, we could. After school, we used to play in the street with our friends. Football or skateboarding or something. Or we'd go inside and play games on the computer. When I was about 11, I used to love going into town with my friends and hanging out. I thought I was really cool, and my parents were fine with that. We had a few fights about things when I was a teenager. I got my ear pierced without telling them when I was about 15, and my mum didn't like that. There were one or two things like that, but generally it was cool. I could go out with my friends when I wanted to, and they didn't mind if I stayed out late.
We didn't choose which activities we did. My parents decided. My mum decided that my brother and I should both learn the piano, so that's what we did. We used to practice for 2 hours every day after school, and more at the weekend. Occasionally I argued with my mum about piano practice, and then my dad would really tell me off, and I used to feel very ashamed. In Korean culture, you should always show respect to your parents.
Schoolwork was quite important to my mum and dad. They would get angry if we got into trouble at school. But they also encouraged us a lot, and they didn't often criticise us. Mum always used to say, "Just do your best. That's all you can do."
My parents were especially strict about schoolwork. They expected us to get A's in every exam and every piece of work. I remember once my brother didn't get a very good mark in a test, and my dad got really, really angry. My mum bought some books, and he had to do hours and hours of extra homework until he improved. They did praise us, but you had to be really excellent at something before they praised you. You really had to work to get their praise. It sounds a bit hard, but we accepted it because the other Korean parents we knew were the same with their kids, so it was normal for us. I'm not sure if I will bring my children up the same way, but I think actually my parents have given me a lot of confidence in myself. I know that if I work really hard, I can do anything, and I think that's a very good lesson in life.
All right, very good. Let's check the answers. So let's start checking with Carlos. The first item for Rafael, going to bed on time. What did you put, A, B, or C?
Hey, teacher.
A, the parents permitted. Maybe it's things that their parents insisted on.
Sí, yes.
Answer
They
for
insisted
number
on.
1 is they insisted on going to bed on time. Andres Corredor for the second one, being mean to his sister. What do you think? A, B, or C?
Begin mean to his sister.
Being mean to his sister, ser malo, grosero con su hermana. A, B, or C?
B.
B, yes, of course.
Oh.
Their parents didn't permit this. They didn't allow it. And for number 3, 4, and 5, we have the same answer. Playing in the street, hanging out in town, and staying late out at the weekend.
Permits A.
Yes, they all permitted these activities. Very good. So 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5, A. Okay, this is for Rafael. Now for Miss Honor Emily. Let's see, for example, Cindy for number 1, playing at friends' houses. A, B, or C?
A, teacher.
No, actually, their
B.
parents didn't permit
B.
this. Going to play at friends' houses? No. Jean-Claude for the second one, going for sleepovers.
B.
Llamadas. Yes, it's also B. They didn't allow it. Keiner for number 3, going out in the evenings.
B.
Also B. The parents were very strict. They didn't permit this. And Silvia Natalia for number 4, playing the piano.
C.
See, the parents insisted on. Good. And you see, the last one, 5, getting A's in schoolwork.
C.
Yes, they also insisted on getting straight A's in schoolwork. Very good. So you see their upbringings were very, very different. In part number 4, we are going to check the new vocabulary of that we listened to in this audio. Okay, so I'm going to give you some minutes. The idea here or the book proposes to go online, use a dictionary to review the meaning of these words. For example, my parents were very strict. Do you know what's the meaning of strict? It's similar
Estricto.
than Spanish. Yes, it's similar to Spanish. My parents were very strict, estrictos. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time to read the sentences, look for the vocabulary maybe online, on a dictionary online, and then we will read together and check for the meaning of new sentences, okay? All right, guys, remember we are reading the statements. You can go online to an online dictionary and find the meaning of the words involved, maybe that you are not familiar with. Okay, just a couple of minutes and then we will read them together. All right, guys, let's start reading and we will check for the meaning of these words, these new words together. For example, Andres Correa, can you read the first one, number 1?
Yes, teacher. My parents punish us sometimes. We got into trouble if we were rude.
My parents punished us sometimes. We got into trouble if we were rude. So we have 2 new words here, punished and got into trouble. Andres, can you tell me what is the meaning of punished, or how can we say it in Spanish?
Teacher, como castigados.
Yes, exactly. Our parents punished us, nos castigaban. And the other one, we got into trouble if we were rude.
Nos metíamos en un problema si éramos groseros.
Yes, exactly. In trouble is the same, or it's a synonym for problem, okay? So we got into trouble if we were rude. Thank you, Andres. Very good. Next, Gerson, can you read number 2, please?
Okay, teacher. If we
Behaved.
badly, our parents stopped our pocket money.
Stopped our pocket money. So again, we have to behaved badly. What is this?
Mal comportamiento, portarse mal.
Yes, si nos portábamos mal. If we behaved badly. And the other one is pocket money. What is this?
Eso no lo entendí bien. Como, no me dan el dinero, pero el dinero diario.
Yes, it can be like this. Can you repeat, Julian? What did you say? It's literally, yes, Kenneth, dinero de bolsillo. In Spanish, we can say something like mesada, right? Like the money for the week when you go to school, your parents give you some money to buy food. This is the pocket money, all right?
Okay. Dinero
This
for the
is
party.
it. Yes, money that your parents give you during the week. Johan, please read the next, number 3.
If I argued with my mom, my dad told me off, and I felt really ashamed.
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 Felt really ashamed. Oh, so we have different new words here. Argued with. Do you have the meaning, Johan? Argued with.
No, teacher.
Argue. Does anyone have the meaning?
Are we?
Any other student? Yes, discutir. So we can say if I argued with my mom, si discutía con mi mamá, my dad told me off this sentence to tell someone off. Who has the meaning?
¿Regañar?
Yes, Elkin, very
¿O
good.
me regañó? Me sentí muy avergonzado.
Yes, very good. So first we have my dad told me off. To tell someone off, this is a phrase in English. In Spanish, we can say regañar, right? My dad told me off and I felt ashamed, avergonzado, ashamed. Okay? Number 4, let's see, maybe Jeanette. Can you read number 4, please?
Teacher, my parents got angry if we go into trouble at school.
So we have only one here, got angry. What is this? Se enojaban, yes, to get angry. Enojarse por si teníamos problemas en el colegio. Okay. Next, number 5. Let's listen to maybe Jose Alejandro. Number 5.
In our culture, you should always respect your parents.
So here, very easy, you have
Respetar.
respect. Yes. Thank you. Next, Julián Figueroa. Number 6. Julián.
Sorry, teacher. Can you okay.
Yes. Can you read number 6, please?
Our parents aren't only praised us if we did something really excellent.
Praised us. What is praise?
Viene de como predica, es como piadoso.
Not really. When you praise something, like you say good words, like congratulations, you did a good job, excellent, keep doing this. This is the meaning of praise. So how can we say it in Spanish? When I say, very good, guys, good job, well done, you did excellent, you are a very good student.
Felicitarnos.
Yes, all of this, like elogiar or felicitar, praise. Okay, this is the meaning of the word praise. Okay, number 7. Let's see, Marianne. Can you read number 7, please?
Our parents encourage us a lot.
Encourage us a lot. What is encourage? Do you know, Marianne?
No, teacher, no idea.
Anyone else? Do you have any idea what is encourage?
Animar.
Alentar.
Yes, similar. It's like similar to motivate, right? Encourage someone, motivate someone. This is the meaning. And number 8, let's go with William.
They didn't often criticize us.
Criticize us. So what is criticize?
Criticar, I don't know.
Yes, this is the meaning. They didn't often criticize us. No nos criticaban a menudo. And the last one, let's see, maybe Natalia Camargo, number 9.
Okay, teacher. They gave me.
They gave me. Yes,
Okay.
they gave me
A lot of confidence.
So what is confidence? Do you know?
Confianza.
Yes, exactly. They gave me a lot of confidence. Entonces, ellos me dieron mucha confianza, confidence. All right, so we have a lot of new words and vocabulary in point 4. What I want you to do next is to have a short discussion with a classmate in pairs. I'm going to create the groups and you are going to discuss, okay? We have here 2 words and you can use the new vocabulary here to help you in your answers. So the questions are, was your upbringing, remember what is upbringing?
Crianza.
Crianza, yes. Was your upbringing more similar to Emily's or Rafael's? In what way? So you are going to explain to your classmate if your upbringing was more similar to Emily's or Rafael's, in what ways? And how will or do you bring up your children? Will, if you don't have children now and you're planning to have them in the future, and you use do if you have children now, ¿ok? Entonces, will, si hablamos del futuro porque no los tenemos aún, los hijos. Y el do, si ya ustedes tienen un hijo, entonces, ¿cómo lo están creando? How do you bring up your children or how will you bring up your children? Is it different from your upbringing? Entonces, esta crianza que ustedes planean tener o que están teniendo con los hijos es diferente a la de ustedes, a la propia. Okay? So you have two very interesting questions that you can discuss with your classmate. And you can use the vocabulary here in the new vocabulary that we learned to talk about your upbringing. All right? So do we have any questions regarding the activity, what we need to do? No questions? Okay, I think it's clear now. So I'm going to create the breakout rooms so you can go and share your ideas with your classmates. Okay, just a moment, please. I'm going to create the groups now. And you can join the breakout rooms now.
I have to go into bed on time. Um, and I can hanging out in town with my friends or playing in the street. Um, um, in the case of Emily, um, I they're very strict with the schoolwork. I can't go to friends' houses at evening or sleepovers or studying. I can't. Yes, that's it.
Okay. Was your upbringing more similar to Nissan or Nissan or Rafael? What ways? It's more similar to Nissan because my parents are very strict, and especially my mom. So when I was a child, I couldn't go out to play at the week.
Hello, guys.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, hello. What happened? Aren't you talking, discussing? Hmm?
No.
Why not? Where is Jose and Marianne?
They have some issues on their home.
Okay, so maybe Andres, I'm going to put you on a different group, all right? So you can talk to other classmates.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Thanks.
Has
Yeah.
como para jugar, o sea, sí me dejaban jugar, pero en la casa.
Okay.
Okay, the second question for Kenneth. How will or do you bring up your children?
I think for my children,
Hi, teacher.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? Did you already finish?
No, teacher, I have a question.
Yes, tell me.
About the second sentence.
Mhm.
How I can express is mean I can say I would like
I would
to
like to bring up my
okay.
children
Would like is okay.
in this way. Yes, me gustaría.
Okay, I would like he
I would like to bring
yeah.
up. Mhm.
Okay, yeah. I would like to going to bed on time, for example.
All right, but you have to specify, maybe, me gustaría criar a mis hijos de esta manera. So I would
Completa.
like to bring up my children with some rules, con algunas reglas, ¿no?
Ah, ya, listo.
Like,
Sí.
like this.
Okay, teacher.
Bien.
In my case,
In my case, I have some similarities with Rafael and my son. And my mother was very strict, and my father is a person that is a relaxed person. Is correct, teacher?
You can say easygoing.
Easygoing. Ah, esa es la
Mhm.
palabra. It's a easygoing person. Yes.
Yeah, this is correct.
And my mother had phrases.
Some phrases.
Phrases. His word was the law when I was
Your mom.
17. Yes, my mom said that
Mhm. Mhm.
when I was 17 from 17 to 18, because my birthday, my 18th birthday,
Mhm.
and I have some freedom
Mhm.
because I ya era mayor de edad. I have a uy, no sé cómo decir eso, teacher.
What do you want to
Era de,
say?
era de mayor edad.
When I was over 18.
Okay, I was over 18, and when I was 15, my mother said, you must go to bed at 8 o'clock. You must be mean with your sister, and you you mustn't going out with your friends at night.
Very
Is
strict.
going or go?
You mustn't go out.
Go
Después
out
del
with,
must sería go.
yes.
Mustn't
So,
go out with your friends.
I have some mistake in that verse.
No problem. Okay. And what about Yesid?
In my case, my parents were very strict, more my mom, because my dad he worked out
Yes.
another city. I
Okay.
ever stayed with my mom.
So you were alone with your mom most of the
Yes,
time.
uh, every time, how to say, sometimes, every time, siempre,
All the time
all the time.
or always.
Okay, and she punished when I got into problems in the college, ever
We say school.
in the
In the
school,
school.
in the
College
school,
is like universidad, otro tipo de universidad. Entonces, college no. On school.
school, on the school. Okay, if I behave badly, my
Yes,
mom,
if I behave badly.
I don't have, I don't give it the money for the
Okay.
school. No me da
You didn't get money for school or pocket
for the school.
money. Mhm.
Okay. Other.
Hello, guys. All right, tell me, did you finish sharing your answers?
Teacher. Creo que Julián
Samson
tiene un problema, teacher. Le
is
están
not
diciendo
here?
ahorita que ya venía y que tenía un problema.
Okay, I understand. No problem.
Desapareció.
So, you can tell me, Johan, about your upbringing. Was it more similar to Emily's or Rafael's? And why? Can you explain?
Emily.
Okay.
Because I play a guitar, she play a piano.
Mm-hmm.
Playing at friends' homes with my friends. Go going out in the evening? No.
Okay, so it wasn't not allowed for you. No te permitían, right?
No.
Okay, I understand. Okay, thank you, Johan. I will go to another group quickly to
Okay,
check.
teacher.
Hello. Okay,
Hello,
guys,
teacher.
finished?
Yes.
All right. So can you tell me quickly, for example, Jean-Claude, so was your upbringing more similar to Emily's or Raphael's, and why? Or can you explain why?
My upbringing was more similar to Rafael. My parents were very flexible with me.
Yes, flexible, easygoing.
Yes, were very flexible with me. Maybe the only thing that they insisted on was had good qualifications in
We
school.
say grades, good grades at
Good
school.
grades. Okay. Yes, teacher.
Okay. Thank you, Jean-Claude. And what about you, William? Same question.
Okay, teacher. In my case, it's the same. I am more related with Rafael.
Mhm.
Rafael, yes, because I live just with my mother, and my mother always was easygoing with me because she always trust in me in
Mhm.
the things that I do. So I never have problems about it. So I
Okay.
allow to do many things.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So I imagine you were very also like relaxed kids. You are not getting into trouble in school or any of
Yeah,
this.
Yes,
yeah,
for
yes.
sure.
¿Cómo se dice juicioso en inglés?
I'm trying to think. I cannot think of the word. We can say well behaved, que se bien portados, no? Like well
Well
behaved.
behaved. Yes.
Well
This
behaved,
is
okay.
yes. Because if you get in trouble, then the parents become more strict.
Exactly. That is
Yes.
always
Exactly,
word.
teacher.
Okay, very good. Thank you, guys. Let's go back to the main meeting. Okay, we will wait for the rest of the students to join us in the session. Let's give them a minute. Okay, I think all of you are back. Not yet, but we can start. Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, so we are going to continue. And now that we had our little discussion, we checked the new vocabulary related to upbringing. This is also a topic related to the past, right? We are talking about our childhood, how our parents were with us when we were children, and so on. So all of this is also related to the past, and that is the grammatical topic for Unit 2. This part of Unit 2, and we are going to check the use of used to and would, but would to talk about the past. We always use would like I would like or would you like, right? But we can also use would to talk about the past. So we are going to start by checking the examples here, the extracts of the audio, and we are going to underline the verbs with used to and to with would or apostrophe D. Okay, so let's start reading, and then we underline, subrayamos, underline the verbs with used to and the verbs with would. Let's begin reading, please. Keiner, can you read the first one?
Yes. My mom decided that my brother and I should both learn the piano. So that's what we did. We used to practice for 2 hours every day after school and more at the weekend. Occasionally, I argued with my mom about piano practice, and then my dad would tell me off, and I used to feel very ashamed.
Good. So let's check immediately. Oh, one moment. So let's use the pencil to underline. We have one example here, used to, practice. Then we have would, my dad would tell me off, and I used to feel very ashamed. Oops, okay. Now for the second paragraph, let's listen to Silvia Natalia. After school?
After school, we used to play in the street with our friends, football or skateboarding. Or we'd go inside and play games on the computer. When I was about 11, I used to love hanging out in town with my friends. At, at, I thought I was really cool.
I thought I was really cool. So here we have the example. Used to play. And here is the other one with would. We'd go inside and play games on the computer. I used to love hanging out in town. I thought I was really cool. So here we have the examples, both for used to and for would. Let's go to the slides, to the presentation, and we will check a bit of the grammar part. Let's see, when do we use used to and when do we use would, okay? So we can use used to and would to talk about habits in the past. El mismo uso del used to para hábitos lo podemos hacer con el would, okay? I would go to the gym every day. Entonces yo iba o solía ir al gimnasio todos los días. Ese sería como la traducción de ese would I, okay? También para hablar del pasado. I would go to the gym every day to talk about habits in the past. Or my sister used to have really long hair. Mi hermana solía tener cabello muy largo. Really long hair. And these forms used to or would, we cannot use in the present. Es importante recordar esto, ¿no? Estas formas del used to y el would son para hablar del pasado. Nunca las usamos para el presente. En presente diremos algo como usually. I usually go to my parents' house on Sundays. ¿Ok? Entonces, para hablar de un hábito del presente, nunca vamos a usar used to ni would. ¿Ok? En todo caso sería usually. All right? It's only for the past. Would is common when we are telling a story or remembering an event. Este uso del would es muy común en historias escritas, es un poco más formal, entonces de pronto hablando no lo vamos a escuchar tanto, pero escrito sí lo podemos ver seguido, ¿ok? The example, those were the best years of my life. I would spend all day on the beach and go out every night. Entonces, esos fueron los mejores años de mi vida. Yo solía pasar todo el día en la playa y salir en la noche. Would spend, okay? Pay attention to the structure. When we use would or used to, the verb is in present. Entonces, siempre después del would o del used to, el verbo que siga va a ir en su forma básica, ¿ok? En su forma presente básica. Would go, used to have. Okay? When we talk about states in the past, we only use used to. Cuando hablamos de estados, ¿sí? No de actividades de hábitos, sino de estados. Yo solía vivir, yo solía ser. En ese caso, solo usamos used to. No podemos usar el would, ¿ok? Para verbos de estados. ¿Recuerdan los verbos de estado? Stative verbs, como el live. Otro puede ser el be, el ser.
Love.
Otro, love, like, think, ¿ok? Todos estos verbos. O los verbos de los sentidos también. Smell, see, taste. Todos estos son de estado, ¿ok? Entonces, en esos casos usamos solo used to para hablar de, en el de cosas en el pasado. And if we don't want to use this, we can always use the past simple, ¿no? Entonces, siempre recuerden que este uso del used to and would es equiparable a un pasado simple normal, sino que este es como un pasito más allá para hablar de hábitos perdón, hábitos en particular, ¿no? Yo puedo decir, I went to the gym every day, también es correcto, pero diría, I would go to the gym every day o I used to go to the gym every day. Entonces, para hablar de un hábito del pasado. Oh, my sister had really long hair. My sister used to have really long hair. ¿Ok? Entonces siempre podemos usar el pasado simple, sino pues esto es como más, poquito más avanzado para hablar de hábitos del pasado. ¿Ok? This is the most important like information about used to and would. And also in this part of the unit, we have some phrases like not any longer or not anymore. These phrases means that the action was true in the past, but is not true now. Entonces ya no más, no lo hago más, not any longer or not anymore. I used to play volleyball every night, but I don't any longer. Entonces solía jugar voleibol todos los viernes, pero ya no lo hago más. I don't any longer. Andrew doesn't drink coffee anymore. Él ya no bebe café. ¿Sí? Doesn't anymore. It gives him a headache. Le da dolor de cabeza. Okay, this is the meaning. Que una acción que era verdad en el pasado ya no es verdad. Not anymore or not any longer. And we use still when we want to emphasize that the action has not stopped or changed, but continues to the present. I still remember how frightened I was. Entonces sería como yo aún, ¿no? Aún recuerdo lo asustado que estaba. Es una acción o estado que no ha cambiado o que no se ha detenido, sino que continúa al presente. Yo aún lo hago o aún lo recuerdo. Still. Okay? All right, guys. Tell me if you have any questions about used to, about would, how to use them.
Teacher, you can repeat.
Tranquila, Babili, dale.
Tell me.
The not still.
Okay.
This.
Not any longer or not anymore. Entonces, estas frases, el primero las not any longer or not anymore, como las podríamos ver acá. I, podría decirte, I not longer drink coffee. It's bad for me. I no longer drink coffee. It's bad for me. Entonces, eso sería, indica que yo antes lo hacía, pero ya no. Yo ya no bebo café, sería en español. Yo ya no bebo café porque es malo para mí. ¿Sí, Natalia? Yes.
Tengo confusión con el would.
Ok, el uso del would, yes.
Decías que solo en el pasado, pero digamos cuando uno hace una pregunta.
Sí, es por eso les digo que, o les mencioné al principio, el would ya lo hemos visto como modal del tiempo condicional, ¿no? ¿Qué harías? What would you do? ¿Qué harías si vivieras en tal parte? What would you do? Tal. O para una oferta, would you like? ¿Te gustaría? Otra cosa, ¿ok? Would you like some water? Would you like some coffee? Esos son unos usos del verbo modal would. Para un condicional, para hablar de una situación hipotética, would o una oferta. El would también tiene otro uso que es para el pasado. En realidad, would podríamos decir que es como el pasado del will, ¿sí? Pero bueno, si lo entendemos así nos confundimos más. Sino este would es también para hablar de el pasado, de hábitos en el pasado. Esta es una forma que no es muy común de manera hablada, sí, oral. Siempre usaremos más I went to the gym every day o I used to go to the gym every day, ¿sí? Para hablar del pasado. Sino es importante que lo conozcamos porque en textos, en historias, como para empezar una historia o contarla, sí se usa mucho el would para referirse al pasado. Esto traduciría yo solía pasar, ¿sí? Yo solía, ahí está ese ia, gustaría, iría. Entonces, yo solía pasar todo el día en la playa, ¿ok?
Okay, teacher.
This is the meaning. Entonces, no es que solo sea el pasado, sino que tiene varios usos el would. Y uno de esos usos es este, para hablar de hábitos en el pasado. Yes, Cindy?
Sí, teacher. ¿Cómo hago para diferenciar cuando estoy hablando del futuro y cuando estoy hablando del pasado con el boot?
Ok, generalmente el would para el futuro o para el condicional siempre tendrá pues esa condición, ¿no? If I had money, I would like to live in Europe. ¿Ok? Entonces, en ese caso, pues siempre va a haber una condición. Si tuviera dinero, me gustaría vivir en Europa. ¿Ok? Es por la condición que nos damos cuenta. O en el caso de la oferta, entonces, pues siempre será una pregunta. O siempre cuando está acompañado de like. Would you like? ¿Te gustaría? Ya sabemos que eso es una oferta. Would you like to, would you like some coffee? ¿Ok? Ahí no es que si te gustaba el café, no, no, no. Es una oferta en este momento, ¿no? ¿Te gustaría algo de café? Si yo digo, eh, les voy a poner dos ejemplos, ¿no? I would drink I would drink coffee, ahí se me fue el every. I would drink coffee every morning, but I don't anymore. Ahí lo estoy usando como ¿qué? Futuro, pasado.
Pasado, porque ya dije que
Yes.
no lo.
El pasado. Yo solía beber café todas las mañanas, pero no lo hago más. Y otro ejemplo. I would like to drink coffee often, but I can't do it. Ese sería, me gustaría beber café a menudo, pero no puedo hacerlo. Entonces es una cosa como condicional, ¿no? Es el caso hipotético. Me gustaría hacer esto, pero no lo puedo hacer.
Teacher,
¿Ok?
una pregunta.
Yes.
I will y used to es solía, como la traducción,
Ujú,
¿cierto?
ujú, ujú.
¿Cómo lo diferencio para decir, o sea, cuándo es will, cuándo use?
No, no importa. En este caso podrías usar cualquiera de los dos.
Cualquiera de los dos, o sea, en cualquier
Sí,
momento
si
puedo utilizar
tienes
los dos.
en cualquier momento, a excepción de si es un estado, ¿no? O un verbo de estado. Si tú dices, yo solía ir al gimnasio todos los días, puedes usar cualquiera de las dos. I
O sea,
would
I
go to the
will
gym
go,
o used to
I
go to the
used,
gym.
ok,
Pero si dices, yo solía ser malhumorado, entonces ahí es el verbo ser, ese es de estado. Solo puedes decirlo used to.
or use.
¿Ok? Entonces, esa es como la única excepción. Con verbos de estado, states, solo usamos el used to. Para todos los demás podríamos usar o would o used to. ¿Ok? This is the question. Carlos, good question. You're asking me about the negative. Ok, ¿cómo sería la negativa? Let me open, maybe in the book we can find it. Page 136. Okay, here it is. On page 136, you can find the chart. Este cuadro lo encuentran en la página 136. We can say they used to work o they would work, cualquiera de las dos. Para el pasado, entonces usamos el didn't, used to, este creo que ya lo sabíamos, auxiliar did y el verbo vuelve a su forma presente. Didn't used to work. O they wouldn't work. Entonces simplemente añadimos la negativa al wouldn't. ¿Ok? didn't used to work o they wouldn't work. Y para pregunta, for questions, we can say, did, auxiliar empieza, did he used to work? O empezamos con would. Would she work? Would we work? All right? This is the basic structure. Okay? Good, so I know it can be a little confusing now, but it's just that we are going step by step, right? Ya empezamos, ya vimos presente, pasado, simple, continuo. Ahora vamos con otras formas del pasado. Used to y el would. Okay? So we're going to continue our practice. Let me open a Kahoot. I have a game here of Kahoot for us to practice these structures, used to and would. Give me just a moment to open the link. Let's go to the Kahoot, please. Okay. Okay, we're going to start. We have 16 students. Let's begin. Okay, at the end of the activity, we will check the difficult questions. ¿Cuál es incorrecta? All right, let's check the answers, the results, sorry. Okay, William, Andres, and Carlos, very good. Okay, let's see the full report in some questions. Maybe let's see the difficult questions. This one. Paddy to class late for his Egyptian teacher. The answer was the green one, didn't used to come. Aquí esta no sería wouldn't. came porque el verbo debe ir en su forma básica, que sería come. Entonces, por esto esta no podía ser la correcta, ¿ok? Wouldn't come. What else? Okay, this one. La pregunta era, ¿cuál va con oraciones negativas y preguntas? En ese caso era, used to. Did you used to? Did he used to? Okay? So this is it. Okay, guys, listen. So to finish for today, remember that tomorrow we don't have class. Recordemos, súper importante, mañana no tenemos clase ninguna de las 4 horas. Y estas horas las vamos a reponer el lunes 20 de marzo, ¿ok? A la misma hora. ¿Ok? Entonces, esta clase que veríamos mañana la vamos a ver exactamente el lunes 20, ¿ok? Entonces, mañana no nos conectamos a ninguno de los dos bloques, ¿ok? ¿Es clear?
Okay, teacher.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Very good. One final thing, una tareita para que practiquemos el used to y el would. Entonces, les voy a enviar, de igual manera se las envío al correo ahorita que terminemos, pero para que sepan, ¿no? Si alguien consulta la grabación para que lo puedan ver. Vamos a escribir una pequeña descripción, una corta descripción de nuestra crianza, upbringing o nuestros días de escuela, nuestra rutina, como solía ser, usando used to and would. Y escribimos al menos 30 palabras. Entonces vamos a seguir la misma dinámica. Les enviaré el listado con su número y cada uno va al número que le corresponde. Y escribe su pequeño párrafo. Entonces, el miércoles en la clase los revisaremos. Yo los estaré revisando. Entonces, el miércoles antes de la clase es el deadline, el límite para hacer esta actividad. ¿Ok? Miércoles 15 antes de las 6 de la tarde. ¿Ok? Les voy a enviar el link ahora, pero todavía no vayan a escribir nada porque no saben cuál es su número, ¿no? Entonces les envío el link y ya en un momento les envío el correo con nuevamente el link y el listado para que sepan a qué diapositiva deben ir. ¿Ok? ¿Questions? ¿Alguna pregunta?
No, teacher.
¿Listo? Ok, guys, so...
Perdón,
¿Pregunta? Sí, dime.
¿hasta qué día tenemos?
El miércoles antes de la clase.
Ok.
¿Ok? Hasta el miércoles antes de las 6. Entonces ya de una vez les voy a enviar, mientras carga, esto les envío el correo con el enlace nuevamente del documento y el listado para que consulten el número de diapositiva que tienen. ¿Ok?
Thank you, teacher.
Listo, chicos. Entonces nos vemos el miércoles. ¿Ok?
Teacher,
Sí, cuéntame.
el enlace de las grabaciones.
Ahí, ya se los envío al correo. Gracias, ya se los envío.
Gracias,
¿Ok?
teacher.
Bye bye.
Bye.